2023 saw the development of new treatments for diseases like obesity, Alzheimer's, and RSV.
Fox News correspondent Jonathan Serrie takes a look back at the possible stories that were this year and probably some of the biggest.
2023 saw new health trends and major breakthroughs that will affect millions of Americans. The weight loss drug market seeing a massive boom this year thanks to medications like Ozempic, Wegovy, and Mounjaro. The drugs making it easier for users to shed unwanted pounds, but can come with a high price tag and negative side effects such as stomach issues. These drugs saw a huge surge in popularity, causing nationwide shortages. The FDA approving a new medication, Zepbound, at the end of the year, paving the way for even wider use of these types of drugs in the new year. And May saw the official end of the COVID-19 public health emergency, more than 3 years after it began. Meanwhile, the long-term effects of COVID continue to be studied. According to the CDC, nearly 18 million adults suffer from long COVID effects, including fatigue, shortness of breath, and cognitive impairment. A ray of hope for millions of Americans suffering from Alzheimer's disease, with the FDA approval of a new medication, Leqembi. Studies show the medication can slow the progression of the disease when taken in early stages.
Giving people time with Alzheimer's to slow progression is very valuable.
And in a move to combat the opioid crisis in America, the life-saving nasal spray naloxone, also known as Narcan, became available to purchase over the counter this year. Narcan quickly reverses the effects of opioid overdoses, including fentanyl, with a record 109,000 overdoses in 2022. Advocates of expanded Narcan access say this move will save lives. The FDA approving the first vaccine to protect newborns from RSV this year. A single vaccine dose of Pfizer's vaccine given to pregnant women will protect infants from birth to 6 months old. The FDA also approving a new medication for infants to protect against the potentially deadly virus. Beyfortus reduces the risk of contracting RSV by 75%. The CDC ramping up production of the drug this fall to help with a surge in cases. A major breakthrough for the treatment of sickle cell disease with the FDA approval of the first ever gene therapy for humans that could cure the painful inherited blood disorder. Doctors will now be able to snip a patient's DNA, blocking the debilitating effects of sickle cell.
This is the first step forward.
And a historic decision by the FDA coming with the approval of the nation's first over-the-counter birth control. Opill, taken once a day, was first approved for prescription in 1973. Now millions of women will have access to the drug, bypassing the cost and time of seeing a healthcare provider. According to drug maker Perrigo, the hormone-based pill will be available for sale early in the new year, and there will be no age restrictions on who can purchase it.
It's just an amazing moment. It's really an important transformation in access to contraception care.
And next year, the Supreme Court will take up a dispute over a medication used in the most common method of abortion in the U.S. In the court's first abortion case since overturning Roe v. Wade, the justices will hear appeals from the Biden administration and the maker of the drug mifepristone, asking the court to reverse an appellate ruling that would cut off access to the drugs. Those restrictions would be imposed even in states where abortion remains legal. 2024 is sure to bring more major health headlines, and we'll be here to cover them all. In Atlanta, Jonathan Serrie, Fox News.